Are you ready to explore new avenues for financial growth? Well, in today's video, we're diving into the world of alternative investing and uncovering opportunities beyond the traditional investments of stocks, bonds, and cash. If you're looking to diversify your portfolio and discover unique ways to store or gain wealth, then you're in the right place. Alternative investments are defined as financial assets that do not fall under the umbrella of conventional investments, aka stocks, bonds, and cash. So let's talk about and define and discuss some of the aspects of alternative investments. Now, alternative investments are a great way to further diversify your investment portfolio, and historically, they had only been available to the ultra wealthy, and that playing field's been pretty much leveled, so that they're available in a broader range today, depending on the type of investment it is. Now, with some of them, there's a greater degree of complexity. You have to understand that. Others, there is a lack of immediate government regulatory oversight over it. And in some cases, there can also be a higher degree of risk, depending on the type of investment that you're making. And so you have to understand these various components to it, and also with certain of the alternative investments, there is a lack of liquidity, like your traditional stock, bond, and cash. Most over-the-counter or traded instruments, like a stock or a bond, you can sell it in your brokerage account same day within minutes or hours. With a real estate-based alternative investment, a private equity-based investment, some hedge fund-based investments, these are things that are maybe tied up for a period of time, and so less liquid, so to speak. Let's dive into the first alternative asset class, is real estate. So real estate as an investment is a fantastic alternative to the stock market. Love the fact that it's got a stability of a fixed asset, meaning you're actually buying this apartment complex, you're buying this single family home, so you have great security in that. You also have where it's what would be called a non-correlated asset, where the stock market might be going down, real estate and rents are staying stable, and so it's not correlated to those other investments that you have. Likewise, even with the bond market, we saw as interest rates rose this past year, that decreased the value of existing bond portfolios. And again, the real estate investments are not correlated to that either. So it really is quite a great strategy. And then I love the fact that it's also a win-win rewarding strategy, that we're creating better housing for fellow Americans, and then we're also reaping greater financial rewards for our investors in our firm. So it's, not all investments are win-win. So that's a special one for sure. So, and there are a good number of different real estate vehicles that we've talked about in one of our other videos. So I'd recommend taking a look at that. But you have, real estate investment trusts, you've got real estate funds, real estate partnerships, real estate syndications, direct purchase of real estate yourself. So there's quite a variety of ways that you can approach alternative real estate investing. I would highly recommend check out our other video where we break down each category. All right, the next category that we want to look at is commodities. Now you have precious metals, oil, agricultural products. Now some of these, are also available as exchange traded instruments where you can purchase those directly through your brokerage account. But again, like where you're buying direct pieces of gold, that is where you're buying that as an alternative asset. You're buying direct chunks of silver. That's also an alternative asset. You're investing in oil funds. That can be an alternative asset. And so again, these are all items that fall into that category. And again, depending on their nature, now gold you could sell instantly, but again, it may not be as quickly to sell a gold bar, so to speak. So again, you have to understand the differences. And there are differences as it relates to, an exchange traded fund in gold versus actually owning gold. So again, you want to understand those differences as well. Okay, so let's talk about venture capital. Venture capital is another area of alternative investing where they're taking pooled capital, also most oftentimes larger firms, in investing in startup or existing businesses. On the startup phase, they're looking for companies they feel that they can expand and grow with and really capture a significant return. That money is often locked up for a great period of time tied to that direct company investment. And then also likewise, they're looking at buying into interest of existing companies And a lot of times there's a targeted range that are doing, 5 to 10 million with a growth projection where they could take that to, 10, 20, 30 million dollars per year. Another category that we want to look at is private equity. Private equity is similar, but again, what they're doing oftentimes is coming in and investing solely in established businesses, or also investing into companies or real estate ventures for that same purpose of taking and getting a return on that money through the growth of the business or the growth of the real estate. So another category is peer-to-peer lending, where there's people that do direct lending either to businesses to fund purchase orders, or another one that's a big one is funding in real estate, where individuals or companies are making real estate loans. And so that's an alternative asset where you're actually the lender. It's a great place to be. I mean, when we had our single family residential division, we bought and sold 1,000 houses over probably the preceding 15 years. We had a lending platform in place where people could loan money and get a return by funding loans for houses and renovations. It was a great program. So great option. One of the other asset categories in the alternative space is hedge funds. Now, again, this traditionally has been only available to ultra wealthy individuals or companies or endowments or funds. Now hedge funds have really brought down that level to, it's still the multimillionaire basis. But again, I've seen where they allowing investment opportunities as low as in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, that being said, they are advancing forward, investing in a variety of things, whether it's companies, stock positions, short positions, alternatives overseas. There is a variety of approaches that each hedge fund takes. And again, with that, there's an opportunity to earn greater returns, but also there's a downside risk that can be experienced with it as well. So again, definitely want to be aware of that before entering into it. Okay, one of the next asset classes we talk about is cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So I know a year ago, it was off the chain crazy. Everywhere you looked on social media, everybody was a crypto guru. And then you went, boom, crickets, right? Because it is a legitimate alternative investment. But however, you saw the just high volatility of it, right? Like where you saw the different currencies just evaporate in value pretty much overnight. And that also evaporated the people talking about it. That being said, you see where Bitcoin most recently is back up from 20,000 to 40,000, and now people are talking about it again. So again, realistically, it's a valid alternative investment, but again, highly volatile. And you really want to make sure that you're looking at it smartly and not through the lens of some type of pre-baked thought process of how you're going to become a crypto millionaire. Last area that we would say, and again, it's not probably highly utilized, but it's art and collectibles. Again, you can invest in rare artwork, vintage items, collectible automobiles. These are all alternative investments. Now, look, I would also say this, and again, I've run the numbers. I saw like recently this Porsche, it was a Ferrari that sold, and it was a particular model of Ferrari, Dino, which is a rare automobile, okay? And I saw where the guy bought it, and I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's like he bought it back in like 85 at, 800,000, then later it sold for, 30 million, and not the exact numbers, but the point being, as soon as I saw it, I ran the internal numbers on it, and I think he got an internal rate of return of like 9%. So 9%, you and I could do better than that in the real estate investing that we do, or you investing with us would do better than that in the real estate investing we do. So I don't recommend to say that that's the jumping off point, but where people have a broad portfolio and a significant amount of money, it is something that becomes a real area of investing. Now, again, oftentimes though, that investment return is not like off the chain, unless it's some type of special and rare artwork that really takes off in value. I think though, what I would say when looking at this, it more so would be caveated on, can you enjoy it and does it provide you at least a reasonable return? That's what I would say. In conclusion, alternative investing is incredible opportunity, and it's a real place you can generate wealth. Look, I was a stockbroker and a money manager for over 15 years, owned my own company and sold it in 2006. I did that because in 2003, we moved exclusively into alternative investments with a specific emphasis on real estate. So I'm telling you that from decades of experience and also from decades of being able to create wealth in the alternative investment space. So again, now that being said, take to heart what I shared with you in some of these. Not all categories are created equal. So make sure that you're checking out and understanding each of the areas before you go and dive in. I have a free gift for you in the description of this video. I'm here to keep you informed so that you can make the best decision when it comes to investing your hard-earned money. And I've created a free guide to help you on your real estate journey. Click the link below to check it out. That's all I have for you folks. If you've learned something today, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content on real estate investing. See you in the next video.